Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's story time. Now, we've been telling you all about Israel's greatest king, King David. But God promised David that one day there would be an even better, even greater king than him in his family. Wow! David was a really brave soldier. Maybe this new king would be even braver. And David lived in an amazing palace. Maybe this new king would live in a bigger, sparklier palace even than David's. Everyone was very excited when they thought about the coming of this new king that was even better than David. Maybe they thought they would have a huge party when he came because he was going to be so amazing. They would, wouldn't they? Well, let's find out how it all began. It began in a small town called Nazareth with a young girl called Mary. Now, Mary was soon to be married to a man called Joseph. And way back, he was related to King David. Well, Mary was busy one day in her house doing her usual jobs when suddenly the whole house filled with light. And there, in the middle of the room, right in front of her, appeared an angel dressed in white. He was a messenger from God. And Mary was terrified. What could God have to say to her? She was nobody special. Well, Gabriel said, because that was his name, "Mary, don't be afraid. I have good news for you. God is very happy with you. You are going to have a baby boy. You're to call him Jesus. He's going to be God's son. The special, amazing, promised king. The rescuer." Wow! What amazing news, Mary thought. How will this happen? She asked Gabriel. Gabriel reminded her, anything is possible with God. God can do anything. Well, said Mary, I will do whatever God wants me to. She didn't understand how God was going to make it happen, but she trusted that God would make it happen. It was such amazing news. The king that was going to be even better than David was coming soon. His mum wasn't a queen. She wasn't even a princess. But God had said it was going to happen, and so it was definitely going to happen. Next week, we're going to find out what happened to Mary. Now, before we go, we're going to sing a song together that's called Jesus is the King. See if you can sing along, and we'll find out next week what happens next. Bye-bye.